Andrey Matveyevich Andreyev was a Soviet Army colonel general and hero of the Soviet Union. Andreyev joined the Soviet border troops in 1924 and became an officer. After graduating from the Frunze Military Academy, he was given command of a border detachment. Andreyev fought in the Winter War as commander of a ski regiment of the border troops. After spending the first months of World War II as logistics chief of the 23rd Army, he was appointed to command the 43rd Rifle Division in September. In late October he took command of the 86th Rifle Division, fighting in the Nevsky Potashok. In April 1942, Andreyev became deputy commander of the 23rd Army and then the 42nd Army in May. He became commander of a special group in the 42nd Army's Staropanovo offensive, in which he was wounded. In November 1942, he took command of the newly formed 102nd Rifle Division and led it in Operation Kutuzov, the Battle of the Dnieper and the Gomel-Rechitsa offensive. In December 1943, he was appointed commander of the 29th Rifle Corps and fought in the Operation Bagration and the Lublin-Brest offensive. In September, Andreyev became commander of the 4th Guards Rifle Corps, defending the Magnesia bridgehead. In November he was appointed deputy commander of the 47th Army and in December given command of the 125th Rifle Corps. He led the corps in the Vistula-Oder offensive, East Pomeranian offensive and the Battle of Berlin. In April 1945 he was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union for his leadership in the capture of Warsaw. Post-war, he commanded the 4th Guards Rifle Corps, 7th Guards Rifle Corps, 19th Rifle Corps, 3rd Shock Army, 28th Army and Voronezh Military District. He was then Warsaw Pact representative to the Albanian People's Army and Czechoslovak People's Army. After leading the Military Institute of Foreign Languages, Andreyev retired in 1973. He lived in Moscow and died in 1983. Early life. Andreyev was born on 30th of October 1905 in St. Petersburg to Matvey Andreyev, a turner, and Praskovya Nikitichna, a weaver. His family was extremely poor. In 1920 Matvey decided to return to his home village of Tartarsk in Smolensk Governorate along with his family, where he was given redistributed land. Andreyev worked on the farm and graduated from high school in 1922. Interwar. In August 1924, Andreyev joined the Soviet border troops. He served in the 15th Zaslunovo Border Detachment. In May 1925 he was sent to study at the Belarusian School of Frontier Troops, from which he graduated in 1927. He was then the assistant chief of a frontier post in the 12th Bigosovo Border Detachment and later transferred to the same position in the 14th Pleshenitsy Border Detachment. Between 1930 and 1933, he was a political instructor in the 28th Separate Smolensk Border Troops Division. In 1935, he graduated from the Higher School of the Border Troops in Moscow. Between 1935 and 1938, Andreyev was assistant political commissar of the regiment, battalion commander, chief of the regimental school and finally battalion commander again in the 13th Alma-Ata NKVD Motor Rifle Regiment. In 1939, he graduated from the Frunze Military Academy. In May 1939, Andreyev became chief of the 5th Sestoresk Border Detachment. On 5 May, he was promoted to major. Winter War and World War II. In November 1939 the border detachment was upgraded into the 5th NKVD Regiment of Operational Troops. It fought in the Winter War with Andreyev in command. On 13th of February, he was promoted to colonel. In April 1940 the regiment became a border detachment again, now stationed at ENSO. In July 1941, Andreyev became the logistics chief for 23rd Army. He fought in battles north of Leningrad on the Karelian Isthmus. At the beginning of September he became commander of the People's Militia in Sestroresk. Later in the month, Andreyev took command of the 43rd Rifle Division. In October, he transferred to command the 86th Rifle Division. On 6 February 1942, he was awarded the Order of the Red Banner. Andreyev led the division in the Nevsky Potashok until April 1942, when he became deputy commander of the 23rd Army. In May he became deputy commander of the 42nd Army. On 3 May he was promoted to Major General. In July, Andreyev was given command of troops on 42nd Army's right flank to conduct the local Staropanovo offensive to capture the German strongholds of Staropanovo and Uratis. The offensive began on the 22nd of July and initially achieved success when both objectives were captured, but strong German counterattacks inflicted heavy losses on Soviet troops, forcing them to withdraw back to the starting positions on the 25th of July. Andreyev was wounded on the 23rd of July while at his command post southeast of Ligovo. In October 1942, Andreyev was summoned to Moscow, where he received orders to lead the Far Eastern NKVD Rifle Division, then forming at Khabarovsk. In February 1943, the division was redesignated as the 102nd Far Eastern Rifle Division. The division was transported to Yelets and became part of the 70th Army. The division then marched 200 kilometers to positions southeast of Dmitrovsk-Orlovsky in preparation for the Sesk offensive. The 16th and 30th Rifle Regiments attacked German positions from the night of 7 to 8 March, but were soon repulsed. On the 27th of July, the division went on the offensive as part of Operation Kutuzov. By the 12th of August, it had captured Dmitrovsk-Orlovsky. On the 22nd of August, the division became part of the 48th Army and transferred to the area of Pochanok-Oleshik in Oryol Oblast. Between 26 and the 31st of August, the division advanced towards the Desna. Between 8 and the 12th of September, the division crossed the Desna and captured Novgorod-Seversky on the 16th of September. For its actions, the division was given the honorific Novgorod-Seversky, and Andreyev received the Order of Suvorov Second Class. The division continued the advance toward Gomel, crossing the Soj River on the night of 7 to 8 October and capturing a bridgehead. The division fought in the Gomel-Rechitsa offensive. On the 25th of November, the western outskirts of Gomel were captured by the 30th Rifle Regiment, and the rest of the city fell the next day. For its actions, the division was awarded the Order of the Red Banner. In early December, Andreyev was appointed commander of the 29th Rifle Corps. The corps fought in Operation Bagration from June 1944. The offensive began on the 24th of June, and on the 26th of June the corps was across the Dobysna. On the night of the 28th of June it crossed the Berezina River. The corps helped capture Babruisk, Pukhavichi and Baranovichi. On the 23rd of July, Andreyev was awarded the Order of Kutuzov First Class. By the 3rd of September, the corps was on the right bank of the Nare. It crossed the river and seized bridgeheads, which it fought fierce battles to retain. On the 7th of September, Andreyev was given command of the 4th Guards Rifle Corps. He led the corps in its defense of the Magneziu bridgehead until November. In November he became the deputy commander of the 47th Army. Andreyev took command of the 125th Rifle Corps in December. On the 15th of January 1945, the Warsaw-Poznan offensive, part of the Vistula-Oder offensive, began. The corps broke through German defenses and crossed the Vistula. On the 17th of January, the Corps helped capture Warsaw. Between 15 and the 25th of January, the Corps reportedly took 2,000 prisoners. The Corps continued to advance and on the 11th of February captured Welch. By the 14th of February, it captured Znaidomir, which had been declared a fortress city. On the 6th of April, Matveyev was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union and the Order of Lenin for his leadership. From April, the Corps fought in the Battle of Berlin, in which it reached Potsdam. On the 20th of April, he was promoted to lieutenant general. On the 29th of May, he was awarded the Order of Bogdan Khmelnytsky First Class. Post-war, in January 1946, Andreyev became commander of the 4th Guards Rifle Corps again. In August, he was appointed commander of the 7th Guards Rifle Corps in the Leningrad Military District. In April 1947, he became commander of the 19th Rifle Corps in the Transcaucasian Military District. In June 1948, he began courses at the Military Academy of the General Staff, from which he graduated in 1949. In April 1949, he became assistant commander of the 3rd Shock Army. Between December 1950 and January 1954, Andreyev led the 3rd Shock Army. In January 1954, he transferred to command the 28th Army. Between 1956 and 1960, he was a member of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Belarus. Andreyev was promoted to Colonel General. In June 1957, he became commander of the Voronezh Military District. Between 1958 and 1962, he was a deputy of the Supreme Soviet of the Soviet Union at its 5th convocation. Between June 1960 and August 1951, he was Warsaw Pact senior representative to the Albanian People's Army. Between January 1962 and August 1963, he was senior representative to the Czechoslovak People's Army. In August 1963, he became head of the Military Institute of Foreign Languages. On the 19th of December 1968, he was awarded the Golden Cross of the Virtuti Militari. Andreyev retired in November 1973. He died on the 17th of November 1983 and was buried in the Kunzevo Cemetery. His memoirs were posthumously published by Vernestat in 1984. Legacy. A street in Setresk is named for Andreyev. The border detachment at Sosnovyj Bor is also named for Andreyev.